Yes.
What's your middle name?
James.
Okay. This one.
Actually, my grandmother was made.
Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Judge.
It's like I have an APA here, Mr. Chambers.
Yes, Judge.
We're ready on Johnson.
Ready.
Calling case number 2305-849501 for the state of Michigan versus Dwayne Johnson. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault with intent to murder. Count 2, assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder or by strangulation. Count 3, assault with a dangerous weapon.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
And good morning, Judge Ronnie Chambers on behalf of Mr. Johnson, P 63956.
What's your pleasure, Mr. Johnson?
Judge, I have met with Mr. Johnson. We would ask to waive his appearance just for the purposes of this probable cause conference, but would be requesting a preliminary examination. I have been provided paper discovery. I don't think I have digital. I would request digital discovery. I'm sure I'll get it and will be prepared for exam, Judge.
All right, for the way the defendant's expressions continue to plead not guilty and send this matter for preliminary examination. How is September 27th at 11:15?
1 second. At 11:15, Judge?
Yes, sir.
That should be good, Judge. I have a trial scheduled that morning. I do not believe it's going to go.
Okay. September 27th at 11:15, bound to continue.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Okay, Ms. Birchback.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here with attorney Ken Riggins for Christina Clark.
Okay. Is that your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're ready to start.
Calling case number 2305-891901. People of the state of Michigan versus Christina Clark. Defendant is charged in count 1, failure to stop the scene of accident when at fault, resulting in death. Count 2, moving violation causes death.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sarah Bonomo on behalf of the people, P840189.
And good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Neighborhood Defender Services by Ken Riggins, P82125 on behalf of Ms. Christina Clark, joined with my co-counsel.
Charlotte Birchback, P number 86740.
What's your pleasure?
Your Honor, I have not received the digital discovery, at least in my reading of the paper discovery. There should be quite a bit of the digital discovery as well. It looks like there was a CDR report done, a crash data report. I have not received that as well.
Your Honor, I just sent that this morning to Mr. Riggins, the video discovery.
Okay. All right, so that should be forthcoming, Mr. Riggins. She said she just sent it.
Oh, okay, very good, Your Honor. And Your Honor, I am going to ask for at least 2 weeks out for the preliminary examination to give me a chance to review all the discovery. In addition, we are possibly going to hire a crash data expert.
We'll do October 3rd, any time of day.
October 3rd is fine, Your Honor.
It works for me as well.
And Your Honor, what time on October 3rd?
What time is good for you guys?
I have a final conference at 1 p.m. at Circuit Court.
I could do 10 o'clock.
That works for the people.
That works, Your Honor.
Okay. October 3rd at 10 o'clock, bond will be continued.
Your Honor, may we discuss bond?
Okay.
Your Honor, my client currently is out with a $250,000 bond and a GPS tether. Your Honor, we are asking for the removal of the tether in this matter.
Why?
Your Honor, my client does not have a substantial record and does not have a failure to appear history. My client is currently employed. She owns her own business. We don't believe that she really needs a tether to show up for court.
Ms. Paloma?
Your Honor, the people would strongly object to removal of the tether. Personal bond is a gift itself. This is a case where the defendant on dash camera, you observe the defendant hit the deceased, leave the location, and then officers have to track through green light. There's so much video because they had to track through green light to try to locate the defendant. So they locate her hours away, and she actually admits to doing this. So absolutely not, Your Honor. I would object.
I would disagree that the personal tether is a gift, Your Honor. The personal tether is something that after the magistrate heard the facts determined was the appropriate bond in this matter. Again, Your Honor, my client deserves to have her defense heard in court. I don't believe that a GPS tether is something that is appropriate in this case.
I don't know. It does give the court some pause that the allegations here are that the defendant left the scene and it took some considerable amount of time and effort to
She did not leave the state, Your Honor. Yeah, my client.
I didn't say the state, I said the scene.
I'm sorry. All right, my apologies, Your Honor.
All right, so maybe I'll be in a better place to determine if the bond is adequate after I hear the facts in this case. So I'll continue bond for now. We can address it again if need be after the preliminary exam.
All right, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your Honor, may I just add one additional request? I do know that Ms. Clark attends medical appointments to get a methadone prescription. And would it be okay on the tether if she's also given time out to attend medical appointments?
Yes, I have no issue with that. But what is that effect? I don't think I want her driving though. In fact, I'm sure I don't.
Understood, Your Honor. She has a
Understood.
partner who'd be able to drive her to and from the appointments.
Yes.
Okay. I'll continue for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Wayne County Jail, what's your name, sir?
Mike Johnson.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, you're all set. Your next court date is September 27th at 11:15. That'll be in person at 36th District Court for preliminary examination.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. You're all set, Ms. Clark. You're all set, Ms. Clark. Thank you.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, Mr. Snodgrass, what can I do for you?
Am I in the right courtroom? Because I'm supposed to be in Giles, but my lawyer sent me this one to join.
Oh, he gave you the wrong court number.
Is there any way to get?
Giles is 360, is it 233?
Yes.
233-0000.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we are now to 10 o'clock for our first exam.
Okay,
How you doing?
good morning.
Doing good. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Good.
Hi, Anita.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Hey, Whitman, how you doing? Good, good. How are you? All right. Looking forward to it all my life.
So, make it easier for here. So this is the tablet that is going to go outside, right? And that's your docket right now. So this is maybe like how your computer's going to be, how your setup is. So and this is like your desktop. This is it.
No, I can't find it. Have it.
So. We, so this is a.
Oh. Yeah, I can't even find it.
So pretty much, this is pretty simple. So this would be your computer's website, right? So you have an icon on your desktop, you click on it, all this is for you to view. And mine. So yeah, so right now, looks like. Right, so. You're gonna have money, you're gonna put on this fire view.
I'm over at 36.
So you see here. So you see here.
The shell down here.
Right, and this all this is just a view to see what's happening. And you can also check. Yeah. So if you're the person that's coming in and you got all your page, right, thank you. Like I was saying, but if I hit like this one here, this is not there, that's Sarah, whatever. If I hit select, so
she probably got bonded out from the DEC.
They can either search by case number or by their.
Detroit Detention Center.
And now you can search the whole docket at that point. They can see or find themselves. So this is me and I select this. And now at this point, we're like, okay, now either you're gonna be defended, you're gonna turn around to prosecutor, police officer, you're gonna be a police officer, and like you can see no one else has checked in yet. You're like, okay, I'm gonna check in. Now as the officer or defense attorney or any attorneys, they have this option for text messaging, which they can type in their numbers here. I'm just gonna go in.
It's not
Just as a unit. Okay, it's not live yet. and say location, say, I'm just gonna put me right there. So then they can say check in. So then I return home. So then now they came in, of course, now and checked, right? So then people can see that. That's just them. But for you, on your end, like I said, you're sitting after that here, you can see there's a yellow now. Yellow, of course, means perfect. Check in. So you got green, which is all parties. Red is no, and yellow is party. So you can check and see who it is. You know, the police officers here. You can have a little message here since you're back. You're like, you know what? We're gonna be 30 minutes out still. So I can hit this SMS, I can hit send. There are default message here though, so you're hearing it's next 15 minutes, right? So I'm like, hey, I want someone's 30 minutes. So I can say, confirm event, right? So you can send a custom message if you want and send it. So then now it's just gonna send out to them and they're gonna be aware, like, okay. So that's all this is. What this does. So that's just your SMS option. I believe is really effective at. All right, so, oh, yeah, I know. So this is like, as much as I sat there and talked to Peter about this, security, all them, or I don't know what you guys actually how processes in here. So like somebody coming in, like you said, like, all right, I can search for myself. So say these people came in, of course, same thing is check in, you don't have to put text. And just get one here so you can see it. Okay, so then everybody's checked in now. So now here, if I check now, of course, it's going to go green. Now this does refresh every 2 weeks. So when it's there, it's refreshing your browser on the screen. And same thing with this, if you're kind of sitting here, after a few minutes, it will go back to the beginning. So this thing also has to refresh on it too. Go back home. But that's pretty much really it. It's just this way you can see who's here outside the door on that little pedestal. You already found that's a little pedestal out there. So this thing locks in. It's pointing out power everything, so it's never going to do that. And it's Wi-Fi. So, but yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's all they can do. It's just this is just for checking in. They find themselves check in. Now I heard there's going to be a little bit of problem, like say people switch. Like again, this is something we don't know anything about. But you switch to hey, we're morning first hour in the afternoon. Witnesses, of course, are not listed on here, so they're kind of still in checking how they check in because they don't want the witnesses listed on here. But if somebody switches times, they're not going to, of course, I'm not sure how this gets updated. If it's going to update when you guys make the change, that time takes more. Let's go now and see what you guys are or switch changes. But I'm sure there's going to be some quirks in here, but pretty much this is just so you know what you can do in here. So now that you have a green one, they can also like rearrange it. You can bring this to the top and say, okay, I want this one at the top because I know it's ready to go. So you can rearrange these to however you want. But really, I mean, that's all it is. You can see who's here, who's not here. Maybe you have a yellow. Just so you know, like who is here. Say the defense attorney is here on this one. So at least you can tell when then of course like you want to check and see who is here for this part. See what the defense attorney. So then you can call them up. Maybe I don't know. This is really actually I might be here. I'm pretty sure. And it's like we need to come. You guys gotta go back out. So this is that process. This is just a pilot group for you guys. So we don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but really, that's all this is. Check in here, and for you, eventually have to ask, and pull it up and see the check in. The officer can check, which is weird. That they can't on theirs, they can't just like they can't select. So that's all I'm saying here. They can just check and check them as well. Or check out would be great. Because to me, it's like I said, they have to do it. Like you said, it's to get a line outside there, you'd be like, where am I? You know. So that's pretty just going on. So yeah, so the questions you have now on this or? Only this. Yeah, so some of this TV shows up on the door, star on the top, and he pulls it in. It's like, okay, it says, IT is yours. It's not even one, it's two. They're like LG crystals, and I'm like, okay. And so they bring it in, and they're like, I ordered these, but who did? I thought it was Coder. And I'm like, so then I looked at the address, I'm like, this is athletic club. And then, so yeah, they've been trying to reach out. But I called this morning, like, hey, I got your TV. And they're like, hey. But then also this instructions here will be out there too as well to show them like what to do. It's supposed to be posted above it. But again, you said it's just like they're here, I'm sure their mindset somewhere else. But we'll see how it goes. It's really just a pilot and see how well they, how well they do. So yeah, that's where I had security ask me questions. Third time we were part of the training, asked me questions, and I was just like, they're just in there watching the world this big like huddle. They're like walking this huddle and see this going on. It's like we're just joining this training. Yes, that day. I was like, I'm like, how am I supposed to do this? Because I trained Hampshire Bliss to trial services, so she's aware of how they do this. And we're supposed to train a couple of people at training, so I wasn't sure exactly who's there, but stop and ask me about it. Like, this is just 234 right now. We're not doing this yet. So, but yeah, that's all this is. It's just for visual. So, yeah, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. All right. Is there any problem you guys have had since I'm hearing issues?
The only issue I had is my air in the office. It was so cold.
Yeah, they come in.
I didn't tell you about it. I just came out here. Just like that again today.
You just like call security or something. Like security, they just call the command center, and command center can walk you the maintenance crew. Tell them, yeah, make it easier for you to tell you just you're there to call the command center, which is at 8633 5863. You just call them and tell them that the maintenance have to clean your chambers and get routine that. So, but yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, bro. It's easy. Bless you.
Nothing about out. Good morning, how you doing? Doing good, how about yourself? Next exam too, is at 10. Okay. Yes, sir. Mr. Blake, can I help you? All right, Blake.
I have, good morning, Judge. I have Tanya Gourlay.
Not on my docket.
It's the redetermination hearing.
Judge McConical does the redetermination hearings.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. Yes, sir. Mr. Blake, you're back.
Yes, Judge.
What's up?
I have a redetermination on Tanya Gourlay.
I told you, Mr. Judge McConaughey does the redetermination hearings.
Oh, I thought that's who I guess not. All right, sorry about that.
No problem. I think he's in 533.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hello there. How are you? Not convinced, not, no, not that, not convinced.
I'm still, feeling the effects from that colonoscopy I had yesterday. Okay.
Don't tell me that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Judge King, you want me to give you the truth? That prep is horrible. It's the prep that made me sick. Procedure, no. It's the prep. I was sick, I couldn't even hold that stuff on my stomach. I started my colonoscopy yesterday. I had prep Tuesday, so you can't eat nothing. You got to eat Jello. I had Jello, broth, and ginger ale. Nothing red, no purple, no red, Jello. I did green and orange. I had a headache really bad because I couldn't eat anything, put anything on my stomach. Then at 6 o'clock, I got home, I started, you got that jug. I had to start drinking the jug at 6 o'clock. Couldn't hold it on my stomach every time. I managed to drink half of it down. Oh my God, horrible. And it's thick. Ugh. And I had to drink it half of it between 6 and 7:30 p.m. Then later on, then I had to drink the rest between 3 and 4:30. I started feeling, I just couldn't hold it on my stomach. I just kept doing it. It was horrible. And I still feel, my head is still, I still feel weak. I don't know. I don't know. But they take care of it. All right, they do whatever. Take it out. It won't be cancer. But you know, they say that's what they're looking for. Because they can't cancer. That's what they're going to they move on. But you don't feel procedure. Once you get to the hospital, that is not a good procedure. It's just that. Okay, so a couple of days, okay, no popcorn. It's just that right. Sick. You used to like not really eating stuff from you eat. Yeah, that won't. So, yeah, because you be fasting and stuff, right? So you could. I could. See, I don't fast. Let me know. You'll be okay. You fast. I know. So it was very hard. That's the first thing. That's how I feel. But I feel when but you okay because you can walk. You can't. I get that brain. So bad habit. And all day. And still. But I'm trying to get myself back. I'm just being honest with myself. I'm gonna pray for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You'll be okay. You got it. Bless you. Call me if you got any questions about it. I got you.
Okay,
All right.
appreciate you, thank you. Caitlin Nunnery, unmute yourself. Yes. Mr. Tony said he'll be a little late. He didn't realize the pre was closed. All right.
You do it?
About 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, she called me too.
I just want to on the case. So you said the 25,000 cash would be in the bond termination.
So I talked to her. So the article.
Oh, yeah. These. So right here, it's gonna be like,
I'm sweating, I was running over here. You could have called me too. Okay. So the other court is judge, I think, is there, come back. You, no, you're excited.
yeah, what about witnesses? Yeah, witnesses.
Shoot, I don't know what this is.
Makes it easier this way, on the spot.
Seeing a lot of time for this.
Sorry?
You're seeing a lot of you late.
I know, it's been a busy week, so. And I guess I'll be back tomorrow for that work too.
Which one?
The reissuing the new warrant.
Oh, yeah.
I heard you mentioned something about this. You
Yeah,
need a
that's what-
copy. You need a copy.
This week also is each month. She texted me. She's here. Ryan.
Right.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Gosh, what the issue is. No. I would see it.
Excuse me, can you address these?
I don't think so. I don't hear you.
Okay. No, right.
I'm doing, how you doing?
Good.
The March bond case, remember? Into this house, to this house.
You did.
Into this house is like. It's sad. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
It was.
So but the policies are coming.
No, it's a shame. So Mr. Potts, is that what you said? Yeah, it's a shame. Are we ready? Time's up. That's going to be your name. Yeah. Scott.
Okay. Calling case 2358241, people of the state of Michigan versus Marcus Johnny insured reserves. Putting this charge in count one reckless driving cause of death. Appearances for the record.
Good morning, Mike Feinfeld with the people, P7928. Good morning, Your Honor, Ryan Hill, P68445, on behalf of the defendant. What's your name, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Mark Sarchar.
Sergeant. Today's date, time set for preliminary examination. Are we ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor. Very good.
How many witnesses will be?
3.
Have any preliminary matters you'd like to give before you call witnesses?
Yes, first, Your Honor, the people have proposed exhibit. The people have proposed exhibit 1, which is a medical examiner report. And we have a stipulation that actually I moved that be admitted. For exam purposes only, yes, it was a death, yes, Judge.
You did it?
Thank you. For the record, the report is regarding report performed on Julian Shaw. It is my opinion that the death was caused by multiple injuries. The decedent was a 29-year-old white female and was passenger of a motor vehicle that rolled over. She was pronounced at 5:01 a.m. on 11/18/2022. The report indicates head and neck. Externally, there was an abrasion to the right cheek. Internally, there was a midline occipital scalp contusion. Torso and pelvis. Externally, there was scattered abrasions, contusions, and of the chest and abdomen. There was clusters of abrasions and lacerations to the left flank, hip, right upper back, left upper back, middle lower back, and left buttock. Internally, there was thoracic aorta and abdominal interior vena cava were transected. There were contusions on each lobe of the lungs, and there was approximately 600 milliliters of blood in the right chest and 200 milliliters in the left chest. The report concludes that the manner of the death in this instance was an accident. And people also have proposed exhibits 2, 3, and 4, which are photos. After we have a stipulation to the other of those, I would ask move those. We have a stipulation if the trooper can lay a foundation for them to testify. So, right, you said he's going to testify. This is an recommendation. Yeah. Okay. So I guess if we're not stipulating yet. That's all I have then, Your Honor. I would like to know what person it is. Please. If you could call the name, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Please give your name and spell when we have it. Please raise your right hand, sir. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Thank you, sir. Please have a seat for witness box right here. Speak to that microphone. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Officer, how are you appointed?
With the Michigan State Police.
Okay. And were you with that department, working for that department on November 18th, 2022?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you respond to any fatal car crash calls?
Yes, sir.
Dave, do you recall where you responded to?
I responded to southbound 75 to exit to westbound 96.
Okay. And is that in the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir.
And can you explain what you observed when you arrived on scene?
I arrived on scene and from our dispatch notes, it just said there was an injury crash. We just arrived on scene. DFD was loading up a mail into their ambulance. From there, I saw a lifeless person on the right shoulder, which was a peak.
Okay. And at any point in your investigation, did you learn who that female was?
I say that one more time, sir.
Okay. At any point in your investigation, did you learn the identity of that female?
Yes, I did.
And who was she?
Last name is Shaw. It was starts with J. Julianne.
Okay. Julianne, is that what you call?
Yes, sir.
The people may approach you. You may. Handing you 3 photos of those photos, it's 2, 3, and 4. Can you take a look at those?
Yes, sir.
Do you recognize those?
Yes, sir. This is the scene of the crash.
Okay, and do those photos reflect an accurate picture of what you observed that day?
Yes, sir.
The people with you for attention.
You just,
Kenneth, what here? Just one question, Judge. Would you know who took these photographs?
Yes, sir.
Who took them?
It's going to be Trooper Dean Smith. He's our accident investigator.
No objection, Judge, for exam purposes.
a minute.
And Judge, at this point, the people publish more details. Sure. In what? And so was there a car that you observed that had been in an accident?
Was a vehicle involved in a crash?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What position was the vehicle in?
It was on its driver's side.
Okay, so the vehicle was tilted on the side.
It was turned over, yes.
And do you remember where exactly it was located, like in terms of where on the freeway?
It was blocking the only lane of travel.
Okay. Was it on an exit or anything like that?
It was to the exit of westbound 96.
Okay. And when you say that, was it exiting off of 96 or onto the?
It was exiting off of southbound 75 to westbound 96.
Okay. And you observed, you said a female that was lifeless there?
Yes, sir.
Was there anyone else that you found on the scene?
We did have a witness that was pulled over onto the right shoulder, and then the male that was inside of the ambulance.
Okay. Were there any other individuals?
Besides my partners, no.
People are satisfied. Cross examine. Trooper, how do you say your last name?
Mejia.
Mejia, okay, I didn't catch that. My name is Ryan Hill, I represent the defendants. I'm not gonna have too many questions. If you don't understand, just say Ryan, repeat it, and I'll ask it again, okay?
Yes, sir.
You created a report, correct, after this incident?
Yes, sir.
And that report, I've gone over it, was it an accurate depiction of what you recall happened that day?
Yes, sir.
And as it relates to your testimony here today, have you spoken to anyone? And I don't want to know what you talked to the prosecutor about, but is there anyone else you spoke to, a trooper, as it relates to what you were going to testify here today about?
No, sir.
So no other partner, you guys didn't like talk yesterday, today, say, hey, listen, want to talk about what happened or what we're going to testify here today about?
Just my partner out, that's outside. We just said we have court tomorrow.
You didn't go over the reports, facts, stuff like that?
I just told him to send me the report because I did my part. He did the supplemental report.
In reviewing the report, would you agree with me that both occupants of this vehicle were distracted? They still are the, I guess, the sunroof, would that be an accurate statement?
Yes, sir.
And how did the state police, I guess, come to that conclusion? Is that through the reconstructive issues or efforts of the state police?
Yes, sir. Our accident reconstructionist was the one that kind of identified that they were ejected from the sunroof.
Both, including my client, correct?
I believe so, sir. Okay, I can't testify as so.
Obviously, yeah, you did say that the car was exiting and going on the on-ramp. You didn't witness the accident. The only actual witness is that one person that's pulled over, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Can you hear you right? Judge, can I ask one follow-up question? I apologize. Did you speak to the male custody?
No, sir, my partner.
Okay, did you see him?
Yes, I did, sir.
Do you see that person?
Yes, sir.
Could you point out where they are?
Yeah, he's right next to Ryan, sir. In a black suit.
Let the record reflect that he was- So, no. All right, thank you, sir. You said,
Thank you.
Your Honor, the people like to call Trooper Anderson. Please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. Thank you, sir. Please have a seat, please. Thank you. Trooper Anderson, were you working with the Michigan State Police on November 18th? First, let's get your name for the record, please.
Trooper Anderson. There.
Thank you, Your Honor. Were you working on November 18th, 2022?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you respond to a car accident at I-75 and 96?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And were you working with any other officers that day?
Trooper Mejia.
Okay. And did you arrive on scene with him?
Yes, sir.
And when you arrived there, what did you observe?
Observed the body, in the right shoulder, car that was overturned. Put in the ambulance.
Okay. Speaking to the microphone, please.
Yes, sir.
Other than the car pulled over, the body observed the person being put into the ambulance. Did you observe anyone else there that was not law enforcement?
I'm sorry.
That was not law enforcement.
That was not law enforcement.
Was it just those three individuals that were connected to the accident?
I don't know.
Did you speak to any of this?
I did.
Did you take any statements from witnesses that were on the scene?
No, I just spoke with the driver in the back of the
And did he make any statements to you?
Yes,
And what did you tell him?
told me where it was going, where it was coming from, and told me to drive.
Did you speak to a female that was on the scene?
Not that I'm aware of.
I have no further questions.
Cross-examine.
No question, sir.
Sir, that person you spoke to, that driver that was in the back of the vehicle, you see that person in court today?
Yes,
Where you point him out, something to directly for
he's over, sitting over there next to the guy in the gray suit, he's wearing a black suit.
record should reflect the witnesses identified. Any questions based on my question?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You may step.
Your Honor, the people that know, Andrea Monk.
Please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. Please have a seat. The witness box right next to you. Pull that door open. Speak nice and loud to that microphone to your left. Thank you. Make it great.
Thank you. Ms. Monk, do you recall the date of November 18, 2022?
Yes, I do.
And at some point during that day, were you driving on the freeway in Detroit?
I'm sorry.
Were you driving on the freeway in Detroit?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Do you remember which freeway you were driving on?
It was 75. I thought it was 375, but it was 75 south.
Okay. Did you witness a car accident?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And can you explain what you saw?
I was driving southbound, and a car was coming down off the ramp. And I said, look, and he came down behind me. And doing that, he went all the way over to the left side of 75.
Okay, so let me just slow you down. Now this is a vehicle that eventually you saw involved in the car accident?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall what vehicle?
It was the SUV, I think it was gray color.
Okay, so you first observed this vehicle coming from behind you?
Yes,
In, when it was entering the freeway?
entering, yes.
Okay, and then, does the vehicle stay behind you?
Yes, it stayed behind me. It was behind me for a few minutes and he went over to the left side.
Okay, were you driving in the right lane?
Yes, I was in the right lane.
Okay, was that the furthest right lane?
Yeah, the furthest right lane.
Okay, what happened after that?
I was driving and he went over to the far left and sped up. And I'm still driving in the far right lane, but I'm going to 96 west. Lansing, I was going that way.
Okay.
He was in the far lane, 75 to Toledo.
Now let me pause for a second. While you're driving, do you recall how fast you were going?
I'm not quite sure. I'm quite sure I was going to speed away about 55, 60 miles. I can't recall.
Okay, go on.
And he kept driving up, speeding past me, going over, speeding past me. Toledo, south. He came all the way up. I was still driving in the right lane. He came all the way over, crossed over 2 lanes, and then went over that little hump. And that's when the car lost control going at 96 lanes.
Okay, now, you say over that little hump, is that the hump that, or the rise
To be divide the road into.
going on to the 96 west exit?
Yes,
Okay, and you were intending to take that exit? is that
yes,
right?
I was on that exit. Yes.
Okay, and when you went over that, did he get in front of you?
Yes, once I was there, he was right in front of me, crossed over right in front of me. That's when he lost control. And the car went up the embankment and went whoop, 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 flipped over. I was right in front of him.
Okay.
Well, he was right in front of me, I should say.
I have no further questions.
Yes. So my name is Attorney Ryan Hill. I represent the defendant in this matter. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. If you don't understand it, say Ryan, you know, I'll ask it again, okay? As it relates to your testimony here today, and I don't want to know what you talked to the prosecutor about, but have you spoken to anybody about what you were going to testify here today?
No,
And you made a police report, a written statement, correct, to the police?
yes.
Was it
Witness.
accurate? I'm sorry.
The witness statement, yeah.
Was that statement accurate when you made it?
Yes,
Now, logistically, I'm trying to figure this out. You said that my client came, an off ramp or on ramp onto 75, right?
yes.
I think it would have been, is that 375? That it turns into 75?
Yeah, when I put 375, 375 is closer to downtown, but yeah, 75, yes.
So the exit we're talking about, that's the one that goes to 96, correct?
Yeah,
So do you recall what exit on ramp or off ramp my client, I guess, entered 375?
I think it's the Grand River, off the Grand River exit.
Grand River, okay. So you'd agree with me that the Grand River exit, and I'm not gonna hold you to the actual distance, but it's quite a distance from the actual I-96 turnout, correct?
I'm not sure.
Couple miles?
Maybe, yes, I'm not sure.
All right. Now, you testified that you saw my client merge onto 375, correct?
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
And he was in the left lane, correct?
He merged on, he was in the right.
Right lane, okay, and then he went over to the left lane, correct?
Yes.
You have no idea how fast you were going, do you? You said
No,
you think it's 55 or 60, but you don't know how fast you were.
no.
You indicated that the individual sped up on the left side, it was an SUV gray, is that accurate?
Yes.
And then it seems to me that you're in the right lane getting ready to merge onto the I-96 exit, correct?
Mhm. Yes.
And my client, or sorry, the individual driving this SUV signals and merges over to attempt to make the exit, correct?
There was no signal.
There's no signal.
No.
Was there a vehicle in front of you where the SUV was? Straight ahead. Was there anything obstructing your view when you made the lane change?
When I made the lane change?
No, when this SUV made the lane change.
No.
So it's just this vehicle making the lane change going to 2 lanes, correct?
Yes.
You're saying 100% certain he did not signal?
No.
And is your testimony that, based on what you witnessed, you lost control because of the double curve?
Yes.
And you have no idea how fast the SUV was going to be?
No.
The one that got in the accident, correct?
No.
So based on your observations, the only thing that you can attest to truthfully here today is that he didn't signal when he made the lane change, correct?
He did not signal.
Okay, thank you. Nothing further, Judge.
Do you redirect? Briefly, Your Honor, are you familiar with that area you drive off to?
Yes.
And are you familiar with the speed limit?
Yes.
Do you believe you were driving about the speed?
Yes, I do.
And that vehicle, when it drove, or went over that embankment, you were behind it, right?
Yes.
Were you far behind it?
Maybe about 2 car lengths.
Okay, was, that vehicle traveling faster than you?
Yes, it was.
Okay. After it hit that embankment, vehicle, sorry. Before the vehicle, went in the direction of that exit, was it all the way in the left lane?
Yes, it was.
Okay. We'll have nothing further.
I have nothing further based on it.
What time of day was this?
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
it was after 3 o'clock. I got off at 3 o'clock in the morning, so probably about 3:30 something.
In the morning?
Yes.
Okay. And what would you describe the weather conditions that?
It's kind of cool. I know it's cold. I got the car in my back. Other than, I think it was cold.
Dry pavement?
I can't really recall. I think it was.
You said you were going at or about the speed when this car was driving faster than you, is that right?
Yes.
Any questions based on my question?
Yeah.
Just to follow up, this relates to the very last question. Ms. Monk, you said he was going faster than you, but obviously you witnessed him making this lane change, correct?
Yes.
All right. And he was right in front of you. How far was he in front of you when this accident occurred?
When it occurred?
Yes.
I'd say about 2 cars. Because I was when he crossed over, I was the first car going to the exit 19. I was right there, so he was right in front of me.
So if you're doing the speed limit, roughly the speed limit, and you're 2 car lengths ahead, when you see this accident, you'd agree that he was probably doing roughly the same speed as you, wasn't he?
I can't say that.
Okay.
No.
So I guess your testimony is he sped past you initially, but a mile, you said a mile between the Grand River and the I-96 exit, you're only 2 car lengths behind, correct? Roughly, when the accident occurs?
When it occurs, yeah.
All right, nothing further.
Thank you, you said.
Judge, people,
Well, this is for the defense.
move for bind over on the charges.
Judge, I know the court has heard a lot of these cases. What I heard today is an improper lane use, which is if it's squarely within 257-601D, a person that's eluding violation causing death or so on. As it relates to the reckless driving causing death, I know the court's fully aware, but one of the most important things is, and I'm quoting People versus Friedel, which was decided in January of 2022, the Court of Appeals numbers 351971. And in addressing a count of reckless driving causing death, they indicate that the conduct prescribed by that section is the operation of a vehicle in a willful or wanton disregard for the safety of persons or property. It is well settled to show that a defendant acted in willful or wanton disregard of safety. Something more than ordinary negligence must be proved. I was expecting more, Judge, as it relates to the prosecution's case. I don't think they've established that there's any. You can't even infer willful or wanton conduct based on what Ms. Monk said, the only witness. I was asked the court to consider this. She indicated that SUV sped past her. There's about a mile difference, right? She's already testified. She can't testify exactly what my client was doing in terms of speeding. I don't think they've established speeding. The only testimony I hear is feeling the signal. There's somebody that got off, maybe tried to merge onto a ramp, which obviously is a moving violation of the civil code, not the criminal code. I think they have not met their burden, not even close. And I think the court should dismiss the charges and the state will, I guess, revisit filing under the proper statute, which would be the committee moving on violation of custom.
People?
Judge, some people would argue that we've met the burden in terms of possible bind over. This month testified that she was going about the speed limit vehicle that the defendant was driving, sped up behind her, got all the way into the left lane, and she was exiting onto the 96 westbound exit. As that was happening, he cut all the way over from the left lane, over the embankment, and the over several times. And when this happened, she says the vehicle was about 2 car lengths in front of her. And I would argue essentially that not only was he driving over the embankment, he was cutting someone off to speed in front of them to get onto this exit. And I think the people got their burden in terms of showing the probably possibly reckless.
There's a one willful disregard.
I mean, I would argue, yes, Your Honor, he was the person driving the vehicle, he had both.
And we don't dispute that he was driving.
Yeah.
I get that. So, one willful disregard. Like Mr. Hill, I was expecting to see a little more. I was expecting to hear from maybe accident reconstructions or to have some kind of CDR report, something that would tell me how fast the car was actually going. Why don't we have that?
I apologize, Your Honor. We do have those things.
You have them and you didn't present them. Especially after their last witness was not even able to tell us how fast the car was going or even how fast she was going. Why would you present that?
Your Honor, when I had gone over this with the witness previously, I believe we had enough, I still believe we had enough to remind over. I didn't think it was necessary to present. Although I understand.
You really have to get out of the habit of cutting corners. Okay? I'm here all day. I'm in no rush to do anything. You have to show by at least probable cause that you've met these elements of this crime. So all I have is that he's in the far left lane. Perhaps he was speeding, that he goes clear across to the other side of the freeway, as we've seen many, many times people do. As they're about to miss the exit, don't know where they're going. Jumping over, crossing over, probably was speeding. That's why he lost control of the vehicle when he hit the embankment, so to speak. Or the divider, we'll call it the divider. He hit the divider, lost control of the vehicle, and flipped it. But even an accident reconstructionist should have been called to tell me what kind of speed perhaps he may have been going to cause the car to flip like that after hitting the divider. Something. Instead of putting it in my lap, we have a person who lost their life here. Have to be better. So for this court to find reckless driving causing death, I have to find that there's at least probable cause that this defendant was driving that vehicle with willful and wanton disregard for the safety of persons and property. And by the operation of that vehicle, he caused the death of Julianne Shaw. So I have that he was in the far left lane, and he cut clear across the freeway to get to an exit. Hit the divider, lost control of the vehicle, and flipped the vehicle, injuring himself and killing her. The other thing we have is a moving violation causing death. Certainly we have a moving violation, but I'm stuck with the reckless driving causing death. And what do we call reckless? I don't have anything by the way of a toxicology report that indicates that drinking or smoking anything has any substance in the system. I don't have a speed that he was perhaps traveling. What if he was going 57 miles per hour? Would that be reckless? Probably not. Not to be considered reckless disregard for human life. Give me a second. So I don't have excessive speed, at least on this record, or being under the influence. Nothing but. So I don't think I have any other choice but to reduce the charge to remove the violation causing death. Find that you met your burden of probable causes relates to reckless driving causing death, because having established that there was reckless driving. I don't know the speed, I don't know any other conditions. But there is at least one moving violation that was caused. Failure to signal. Actually, sorry, proper lane change. Improper lane change, all of that. All right, so the court is going to find the moving violation causing death. The reckless driving causing death will be dismissed for insufficient evidence. I'll get you a pre-trial before Judge Wright.
Thank you, Judge.
I have your exhibits. Mr. Hill, do you also have the statute?
I do, Judge.
What is it?
It is MCL 257-601D.
257.
601D.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, sir.
Take your run.
That's pretty tough, right?
Huh?
That's pretty tough. That is maybe a big plus.
I don't know that.
No, I don't think so. Something like that. It'll be like. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. That's it. I guess. Yeah.
Thank you, Judge. Take care.
Thank you too.
Bye.
Ready, Ms. Mayor?
Hey, good morning, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
All right,
You're a little early. I like that.
I'm trying to be a little early, so.
You succeed. Mr. Fedora? You're early too.
I am, Your
Are your
Honor.
witnesses early like?
Unfortunately, they're not.
No.
So. They
They
wait
ask
till
for
last minute.
everything. Preston
You
Garden.
asked for it, but you wouldn't get it.
Nick Valentine. Preston Garden, unmute yourselves. This is Preston Garden, can I help you? Oh, no. Okay.
First, let's see.
Yes, I want you to be.
Okay, that hadn't happened in a while.
That's a free something.
See, and I have been screening everybody.
Yes.
Carla, CA.
Judge, you have to report that when they walk like that.
Yeah, I'm really good. Nobody ever does it. It's been a while since they got it.
Yeah. It's just expeditions. One big thing says. You know what, we were supposed to. What was that name?
Rescue something.
So they have nothing
Yeah, I just sent an email that,
to the judge.
to everybody.
Oh, good. Okay. go. You need to set this one. How you doing that? Good, how you doing? All right. No. No problem, my friend. Get his feet. That mother. I mean, that mother stuff.
Now, while I'm waiting, if I can, I'm just gonna try and log on.
Make sure you use your name.
Is that?
Make sure you use your name.
Oh, okay.
Sir. You want to have any more weirdos.
Yeah, yeah.
I have it. Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't call my kid, I guess the kid got it. Oh, they did. My card, printed it out. But I
Yeah. See.
Is this your card?
Yeah, it's my. Sorry.
Oh, that first one, you're like. Oh. Oh.
I didn't want to put it out. I'm ready. We're ready. See.
Okay, great.
Okay, one thing.
Well, you already asked us, we're ready, but
No,
we're
wait,
not,
yeah.
so 1 second.
Your.
Your guess is good.
Quit telling your friends I'm video from.
No, that's right. How? Where does the thing sit? Right here, okay. You can sit there.
Welch. Calling case 2358700, people of the state of Michigan versus Donna Michelle Welch. Defendant is charged with count 1 homicide, murder, second degree, count 2 homicide, manslaughter, statutory short. Count 3 felony firearm, count 4 felony firearm. Appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Fedor for the people, P76177.
Good morning to the Honorable Court. Carla Miro, number 62755. Ma'am, please state your full name for the record. Madonna Michelle Welch.
There's a date time set for preliminary examination. Are we ready to proceed?
People are Your Honor.
How many witnesses will be?
Hopefully 3, possibly 4.
You have any preliminary matters you'd like to begin with before we call witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. So the people would offer into evidence, this is under MCL 766.11B. The medical examiner's report, I labeled this People's Proposed Exhibit 1, shown that to counsel, and would offer that into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
They did?
May I approach?
Yes.
And Your Honor, just for the record, I just wanted to read part of that report into the record. And this is a report that's prepared by Dr. Omar Reyes of the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office. This is of an autopsy that was performed on the victim in the case. I also note at this point there's a stipulation to the name of the victim. That's Antoine Ahmed Scott Freeman. The autopsy was performed on August 29, 2023. And Dr. Reyes gave his opinion that Mr. Scott Freeman's death was caused by multiple gunshot wounds. He does indicate that the post-mortem examination revealed 5 gunshot wounds on the body. One to the left shoulder, and noted was the back of the left shoulder. 2 to the back, 1 to the right wrist, and 1 to the right leg. Dr. Reyes further one second. Dr. Reyes further indicates that the manner of death was homicide.
All right.
That's correct. On page 2. Nothing further with respect to People's 1, Your Honor. And then I can call my first witness. That's Sharice Nelson.
Please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Do you have her name?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You may have a seat right next to me in the spots. Voice up nice and loud and speak into that microphone and then you see the left, okay? Just pull it out there. And when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Nelson, good morning again. I'm just going to have you first state your full name, spelling your first and your last.
Sharice Nelson, SHARICE, Nelson, NELSON.
Thank you, Ms. Nelson. And I appreciate you being here. I'm just going to ask you some questions about this case. If you don't understand the question I'm asking, please bring that up to me, re-ask it. Do your best in answering the question. So I'm gonna direct your attention to August 28th of this year, 2023. Remember that day?
Yes.
And then early that morning, do you remember what you were doing?
Taking my son to school,
And how were you going about taking him to school?
driving.
And do you recall the route that you took?
Yes, I was going south on Greenfield.
Okay. Now, at some point, was there something that drew your attention while you were driving?
Yes,
All right. And what was that?
two people running, chasing each other.
And where were you at that
I was in the car driving down Greenfield.
time? On Greenfield?
Yes.
And what direction on Greenfield?
It's going south towards 7 Mile.
Okay. Now, and yeah, if you don't know the answer, no problem. Just want to make sure. Do you know the exact address where these people were running?
No,
Now, while you were driving, where did you have to look to see
to my right on the, to the passenger side.
the? And so, which window were you looking at?
The, front window, the front window on the passenger side.
Okay. And was there someone in that passenger seat?
Yes,
Who was that?
my son.
And were you able to see past your son through the window?
Yes,
And was there traffic? So you were going southbound, right?
yes,
Was there traffic coming in the northbound lane that was getting in your way?
no,
Were there any other obstacles?
no,
No trees between you and the two people?
no.
Now, approximately how long were you looking over and watching that?
It was just a couple of seconds because it was, happening so fast. It looked like kids just running, chasing each other.
Okay, and then after that couple of seconds, what did you do?
I looked, looked back in front of me because I was driving.
All right. And then did you happen to look over again to your right?
Yes,
Okay, and then what did you see at that time?
the person was running, they kind of slipped, and then I heard gunshots.
Now, approximately how long were you, so the second time you looked over, approximately how long were you?
Maybe about 2 seconds. It wasn't very long.
Okay, and in that period of time, did you hear the gunshots when you were looking over there, the second time?
Yes, the second time.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Both times you looked over, was the same person chasing the other person?
Yes,
Now, if you can, are you able to describe what, so the person who's chasing, you able to describe what they were wearing?
no, I just know that their clothing, the top was darker than the first person. That's all I can remember. And not a particular color.
Were you able to see a face?
No,
That the person who is getting chased,
no,
are you able, do you know what that person?
no,
Anything you recall about what they looked like?
no,
And so again, you weren't able to see that person's face either?
no.
Now, at the point that you heard, so you said you heard gunshots.
Yes,
Did you see anybody who was shooting a gun?
the person that was chasing the other person,
And how many gunshots did you hear?
between 4 and 5.
And approximately how long, again, if you can, approximately how long prior to you hearing the gunshots had you first seen the two people?
Repeat that, please.
So how much time had passed between the time you first saw the two people and then heard the gunshots?
Maybe about 3 seconds.
So not very long.
Not very long, no.
Okay. Now, did you, so the two times you looked over, you were looking through your son's side window?
Yes, but between my son's window and then the second time, it was still on the passenger side, but the back window, because I was still driving forward.
Okay, so the second time you looked over, you were looking through the back window?
Yes,
All right. Did you look into your rear view mirror at all?
I did to check to make sure that I wasn't holding up traffic, but a quick second.
Okay. And then you were also able to turn all the way around, look through your rear window?
It was like, not all the way around, but where I can see, like if I'm turning, I can I can see the judge, I could see right there. Cause I was right by the curb, by the street.
What did you see then, after you heard the gunshots?
Well,
Sorry,
after,
let me strike, I apologize. How many gunshots again did you hear?
between 4 and 5.
Okay. And then after you heard the gunshots, what did you see?
After I heard the gunshots, I just kept driving and then I looped back around because we were going to call 911, but I wasn't for sure if it was fake or not. So I didn't want to make a false call. And when I circled right back around, I saw no one.
Okay.
So I turned back around and proceeded to take my son to school.
Okay. And then, did you notice anything else while you were driving?
No, just normal people coming out, getting in their car. No.
Okay. Did you get to your son's school?
Yes,
All right. And then, what did you do once you got to your son's school?
I turned back around and came back to the area because when I was crossing 7 Mile, I saw the police coming. So at that moment, I knew that it was not fake.
Okay. So on your way to drop off your son, you saw the police?
Yes.
Now, when you came back, did you come back with your son?
No, I left him at school.
All right. Now, did you ever call 9?
No.
Okay. So what did you do? So you're coming back over 7 Mile. What happened?
Then I ended up speaking to one of the officers there. They asked me if they could get a statement from me, but I was on my way to work and they got my information.
Okay. So you stopped somewhere to talk to them?
Yes, over in the little area, I think it was the corner of Fargo.
Fargo and what?
Fargo and Greenfield.
Okay. And is that approximately the area where you saw what you saw?
Yes, between Fargo and Greenfield.
Now, and so let me make sure I clarify this. So were you able to see the person chasing and the person who was chased when you saw the person chasing firing the gun?
Yes.
Okay. What, in relation to that person who was firing the gun, where was the other person?
In front of me.
Were they, was that person facing the person shooting?
No, running away.
So was their back to the person shooting?
Yes.
And did you see any other shooting on it?
No.
Nothing further.
Carson,
Thank you, Madam. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you're taking your child to school, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that was the very first day of school, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're driving and you see this event, correct?
Yes.
How long do you think you looked at it? Seconds?
It was seconds. It wasn't that long because, like I said, when you saw it, it looked like just maybe some kids or just running, you know.
So your testimony is based on you observing something for seconds, not minutes, seconds, right? Okay. So you see one person in front and another person behind, correct? So when you say running, are they a full sprint or is it your definition of running?
No, they were running like you're being chased by someone.
Okay. So now the person that is in the front, they have a hoodie on, do you remember?
I'm not for sure.
They have a mask on.
I'm not for sure.
Okay. And so your testimony is you can't give a physical description of the person, neither one of them. correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you can't give a sex, an age, or any of that. Okay. So, did you hear anything?
The gunshots.
That's all that you heard?
Yes.
You hear the gunshots. You don't hear the gun, you don't see the gunshots, correct?
I saw the person shooting. I didn't see. I saw the physical movement. I can't tell you what type of gun it was, but I saw
So
the.
this is the question then. So you hear the gunshots or you see the gunshots?
I see.
Okay. All within that second that you're looking at.
Yes.
Now, you say you dropped the child off and then you come back because you didn't call 911, but you didn't think it was serious. So you didn't know if it was serious, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So even though you had heard gunshots, you didn't know if it was serious.
No.
So the question is, were you sure that there were gunshots? You was unsure if there were gunshots?
I'm positive.
So even though you were positive there was gunshots, you still didn't call 911?
At the time I was driving, and once I crossed 7 Mile, I saw the police officers go heading in that direction. That is why I did not call 911.
No more questions.
You do it.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You may still time.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Your Honor, there's no objection from defense. You will ask the
No objection.
All right.
The people would next call Jaleesa Bozeman.
Please step forward, raise your right hand. You use her name. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. Please have a seat next to me in the witness box. You can voice up nice and loud and speak into that microphone that will be to your left. Okay? Just pull it over. There you go. Hey, give me great.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning again, Ms. Bozeman. Thank you for being here. I'm just going to ask some questions about this case. Okay. Now, I'm going to refer you to August 28th of 2023. Remember that day?
Yes.
Yes.
Pull the microphone to your mouth.
I apologize. Your Honor, do I need to have to state? Ms. Bozeman, could you please state your full name, spelling first and last?
Jaleesa Bozeman, Jalisa Bozeman, Bozemane.
Thank you. Now, early that morning, do you remember where you were?
Yes, I was at home.
Okay. Now, do you remember a startling event at some point that morning?
Yes.
Okay. And just what were you doing at the time?
At the time I was asleep, and then I woke up to gunshot.
Okay. And approximately how many gunshots?
Probably at first I heard 3, and then that's when I realized what it was. And then later I heard 4 more.
Okay. Now, so those the first series of gunshots, what did you do when you heard them?
I hit the ground.
And is that still in your bedroom?
Yes,
And then what did you do?
and then I went to the basement.
And then at what point did you hear the second series of gunshots?
Once I got on the phone, I was
Okay. And at that point in time, were you in your bedroom or basement?
in the basement.
Now, at any time, were you able to see what was going on outside?
No.
Were you able to hear anything other than the gunshots?
Once everything was done, I was.
Objection, Your Honor. It calls for hearsay. What she's about to say, if she hears a voice, it calls for hearsay. What somebody else said.
I didn't hear the statement.
She was about to say, I heard a say, and she's about to say it.
And Your Honor, the statement is going to be an excited utterance.
But he has laid a foundation.
So when you heard, so as far as the voice, I'm gonna ask this a question about that, right? How loud was it?
It was kind of loud because I feel like everything was happening right next to my house.
Okay. Did it sound like someone whispering or someone shouting or just normal? Loud?
Like just normal level.
Was there anything about the voice, otherwise it could be described?
I just know it was a few.
Okay. Now, in relation to the gunshots, okay, was it during the gunshots, before, or after?
After.
After. And about how long after the gunshots?
Immediately after.
Okay. So immediately after you heard the last gunshot?
Yes.
And you're argue at this point there's sufficient foundation for excited utterance. They're immediately following, and I cannot offer a statement, but for immediately following gunshots, the statement ultimately is going to be, I got his ass.
Your Honor, isn't cited utterance supposed to be on how it affects her? The way that he presented it is the person
It's the
that's
declarant.
saying that there's no foundation for that.
This is declared, but I don't think you laid a sufficient basis for the cited evidence. She said the voice was normal in its tone, but she heard gunshots and then immediately followed after she heard that. Now, if we're talking about a statement that allegedly was made by the defendant, then it wouldn't be hearsay.
But you can't say who the statement.
She said it was a female voice.
I mean, I guess later evidence may create the inference that it was the defendant. I guess the other exception would be present sense impression. So you hear gunshots, the statement, and I don't want to repeat it again, but I'm basically forecasting the point. The inference from that is that I hit my target. I shot the person who I intended to shoot. So it's present sense impression.
But wouldn't it be, that's still not correct, because present sense impression, wouldn't that be on this particular, the person that's listening to it, is what their sense is? Not the
It's
person that's
declarant.
making it?
It's based on the declarant, what the declarant is describing. And given the context of the situation, this would
If
be,
you are attributing this alleged statement to the defendant, I'll take this. I appreciate it. Statement by the defendant. We'll leave it at that.
But Your Honor, she has not said, this particular witness has not identified who said that particular statement, just that it's a female. So it could have been any female. It could have been, I'm a female, it could have been me that morning.
It hasn't even been established that your client.
Right, so I mean, it's just a female, so, and this
What
had been.
I'm saying is, if there's a person that's doing the shooting, she heard it as a female voice, and that person said, I got this AWS, that's what they said. The person said that. And that's a statement, it's that person's self-interest, not yours. Thanks.
so I can ask the question. All right. And so what was the statement that you heard?
Please speak into the microphone. We can hear you.
I got his age.
And Your Honor, can I inquire, and if you can, just tell us what age.
We're all adults here. I just don't like this. That's what I said. That's what I said.
After the gunshot, I heard I got his ass.
Okay. Now, after that, was there, now, when did you call 911? Was it after you heard
I
that?
called 911 as soon as I got to the basement.
Apologize, yes. All right. Now, were you still on the phone with 911?
Yes.
While you were on the phone with 911, did you hear anything else other than that statement?
No.
Now, I'm just going to ask you some questions about where this took place. So I'm going to show you what's been marked as People's Exhibit 2. You can just grab that, take a look at it, and then let me know if you recognize it.
Yes, this is my home.
Okay. And so you can see, I guess, a couple of buildings there. People's proposed 2 would be the one in the foreground or the background.
I'm sorry.
Would it be, sorry, let me put it this way. Would it be the one to the right or to the left?
What happened?
Your home.
Okay. The left.
And is that a true and accurate representation of what your house looked like
Yes.
on August 28th?
Yes.
People would offer into evidence what's been marked as People's Exhibit 2.
Subject.
Now, I'm just going to ask you some questions about that photograph. Now, just describe where you can. Where's your bedroom located?
My bedroom is located behind this car.
Okay. So what color is the car?
Blue.
Oh. So you see that car in People's Exhibit 2. Your bedroom is located behind that. Is that inside the house? Is that inside the bedroom? Inside the house? Oh. Now, so the wall of your bedroom would border that where that car is?
Yes.
All right. Now, was there anything you could tell as far as the location of the shots when you first heard them? Where they were coming from?
Well, when I first heard them, they were like a little farther, so that's in the front.
And were you pointing to your front yard?
Yes.
And then did the location of the shots change at any time?
It seemed to get louder.
And were you able to tell where those shots were coming from?
It sounded like he was coming right next to me because my basement is right under my bedroom.
Okay. No, thank you. And permission to publish People's 2. Your Honor. Okay. And I just want to make sure, so while you were on the phone, 911, did you hear any shots? Any gunshots?
Yes.
Okay. And were those the gunshots you previously mentioned?
Yes.
Okay. Were there any shots after?
No, after I heard the female voice, that's when the police came.
Okay. And did you have contact with police that day?
Yes.
And you recall approximately how long after you would have had contact with police? Okay, sorry. Following this incident, approximately how long after that did you have contact?
Probably an hour or 2.
Now, what can you just tell us? What road is your residence located on? And how long have you been living in that residence? And have you ever been broken in?
No.
No further questions.
Cross-examine.
Good morning. So the first time that you hear gunshots, you say you're asleep, right?
Yeah.
And wake you up. So it's fair to say that you didn't see anything, everything, did you see anything
No, I did
outside?
not see anything.
Okay, so everything that you're testifying to today is stuff that you heard, correct? Okay. So you hear the first gunshot,
Yes.
and that's when you go to the basement, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and while you're in the basement, you call 911.
Yes.
Okay, when you call 911, did they say they got other 911 calls?
Yes.
Okay, now, you say that you hear someone, a female talking, correct?
Yes.
Do you know if who she's talking to?
No,
Is she on the phone?
I'm not sure.
So she could have been on the phone making a 911 call.
Yes.
Thank you.
Can you redirect?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Let me step down.
Thank you. And again, Your Honor, I'd ask that it's both of you.
No objection, Your Honor.
People would next call Detective Andrew Arnson.
Sir, please step forward.
Sorry, Your Honor. Sorry, Your Honor. I think we have something we want to face.
Okay, it is.
We will waive rest of the exam.
You wait, what?
Rest of the exam. Rest of the exam, we're waiving. It's video. I have all of the information. There's no, we'll waive the exam.
So you want to wait?
Yeah, he wanted to put on his,
Your Honor, we preserved our testimony of our
Yeah.
two civilian witnesses, so we're satisfied. We don't have any objections.
him and I talked about this earlier in the week.
Okay, you guys can too. So, Ms. Welch, please stand up, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you, ma'am. You understand you have a statutory right to have a preliminary examination. In fact, we were just having one. You understand by waiving your right to a preliminary examination, we will not continue on. You will be bound over to Wayne County Third Circuit Court as you stand charged with the complaint you're doing. You understand? You understand the nature and the purpose of a preliminary examination? You understand if you were to have one, the prosecution would have to establish that the crime you're charged with was committed in the city of Detroit, and there's probable cause to believe you committed it. Is anyone forcing you to waive the verdict? No. Does anyone promise you anything? No. Are you waiving your right freely and voluntarily? Yes. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Court finds the defendant's waiver is made knowingly and voluntarily freely. They will therefore bind the defendant over to Wayne County Third Circuit Court. Criminal Division for proceedings. Arraignment on the information date and time will be October 5th, 2023 at 9:00 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You know, actually, the phone with her kids. Hello, she's at home with her kids. Am I your last one here?
You are. have exhibits.
That's unusual for this court. You enjoy your half of the day.
Thank you as well.
See you, Your Honor.
All right, have a good day. Stay safe out there, okay?
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Well, folks, as well, that concludes the docket for today. In case you didn't see that message from earlier, hope to see you tomorrow, same bat station, same bat time. Have a good day.